For the entertainment review segment, and yesterday we posted our flyer indicating that we're going to have the newly elected MUSIGA president join us in the studios this morning, Mr. Bessa Simons, who also doubles as a veteran Ghanaian musician. And we were actually looking forward to this conversation with him. For some reason, he's unable to make it. We're told he's under the weather. We hope that's really true, but also because we have one of his contenders who would have joined us via Zoom at one point to have this conversation, Mr. Ras Caleb. And we wanted to ask him a few questions about, of course, the way forward for the music industry. We do hope that subsequently we'll be able to get Mr. Bessa Simons on this platform. But as we get ready for that, the last time that MUSIGA held elections, even before what happened this week, was in 2015 when Baisose Kufuor, popularly known as Obuo, was elected for his second term as MUSIGA president. And after that, unfortunately, there's been 5 years of, I won't say silence, but struggles to elect another leader to lead the team and to also look out for the rights of musicians in the country. There was one injunction after the other. Elections were supposed to have been held earlier. It didn't happen. And so I remember that about a month ago or so, we had a conversation on that matter. Well, eventually the elections were held and now they have new executives. And so what you're seeing on your screens now is from the 10th of October where the election took place. And that is Mr. Bessa Simons in the shot who was going to cast his vote. At that point, he was not sure if he was going to win or not, but you could tell that positive attitude that he had. Let's give you the results of the elections on the day. So he's known for his song Bilimbe, and he polled 324 votes to beat Ras Caleb Apia Levi, who only managed 66 votes. So he called on the rank and file of MUSIGA to unite and work together to build a vibrant union. The whole idea is to revive MUSIGA and to revive the interest of Ghanaian musicians all across. My colleague Warai was at the venue. He covered the elections, and this is what he had to say.
Coming. We've been through a lot. Anytime we get ready, something happens. But for now, I would like to thank everybody who has played a role in making this a success. Election committee, the vibrant team, the true MUSIGA members stood between thick and thin to make this happen. And I think this victory is not for Bessa Simons, it's for the musicians in Ghana. It's for musicians in Ghana. Because this is the time for us to unite and come together and make this industry work.
Now you have every support, every power to lead the Musician Union of Ghana. We want to find out what are the things that you're going to set your eyes on. Your first 100 days.
My first 100 days, I know I'm going to put a solid team together. I'm going to sit down with my executives, and then we're going to see how best we can all work together. So anybody that has to come on board, anybody who has good ideas, can come forward with the ideas, and we're going to make sure it works, and we're going to move forward. So anybody with good idea, this is not the time to be confrontational.
So that's veteran musician, now elected MUSIGA president. He is calling for unity, and he says that this is the time to put forward your ideas to help revive MUSIGA and the music industry. But what did his contender have to say? Is he willing to even lend support and put forward some of his ideas, even though he did not win the presidency? This is what Ras Caleb had to say.
Ras Caleb Apia Levi also pulled some 66 votes and you came second. Mr. Simons had 324 votes. We want to find out how you received the news.
If they vote for him, who never wash their feet, it's up to them. I am in Accra here. I have Pan-Africa Ghana, Prodigy International Production Association, and they are all dealing with musicians. So I wish Bessa Simons a healthy rulership, and waiting in 4 years' time, I will still be a carpet member of MUSIGA. I don't want any status as...
No, I was going to ask that, will you be ready to serve in any capacity in his administration?
Official? Yeah. No, I would have done it in Obuo's administration. I'm not going to waste my time in a union that doesn't want to grow. I love MUSIGA, but not this one. Okay? So
is it because you did not win this election?
not because I didn't win, but because of the rot. And also, the people who vote against me, they should wallow in their poverty.
Oh, that's a harsh one.
Yes, because it is. When you go everywhere, they want to. And look here, those who took monies from me.
So you give out some money?
Yeah, they asked for it. I didn't go flash it out.
That is illegal. That's not proper.
That's not proper. I didn't say, oh, get this money to vote for me. They requested. Even today when we were here, one region called that they want to get some money for those who are coming from a place to give them.
You have to send some.
I send money from here through Momo.
I mean, should this also call for some investigation? Because we've been talking about monies going around during elections and how that should be frowned upon. And this is one of the contenders who openly declares that he released some amount of money to encourage people to vote for him. What do you make of this? And the fact that he says, well, he's not going to lend his support to a leadership that's not ready to grow MUSIGA. Is that really what the case is? And if that's the case, then why did people still vote for Mr. Bessa Simons? Is that not a stamp of, authority or an encouragement that they believe in what he's doing and could grow the union? Well, let's hear from one executive member who served under Mr. Bessa Simons when he was acting as president. And he was quite disappointed in the statement that was made by Ras Caleb. Take a look.
I'll say that's pretty unfortunate because I thought Ras will transit from his combatant role to a statesmanship. I was having a word with him earlier and I was advising him that, Ras, after all you've done over the past 4 years, it's time to position yourself as a statesman for the industry where you're working for the unity and development of the union. But look, everybody has their right to take their own decision. I wish him all the best in all his future endeavors. Like I told you, we're going to make MUSIGA great again. Mark my words.
Okay. Well, let's go back and also find out what other MUSIGA union members had to say about the results of the election and whether they really believe in the leadership of Mr. Bessa Simons.
We have a president, and therefore MUSIGA can move forward. But I believe in Bessa's dream, to move MUSIGA forward. I believe that he's coming as a president to do the right thing or raise the image of MUSIGA to the next level. And I think he can do it. I believe in him.
We want transparency. We want changes. We want the best for music. Our whole industry has been in a shambles. So right now, with God's willing, having the right people to front it, we should be on a good path.
I think there are a lot of things that we can think about. I mean, I'm expecting MUSIGA authorities to organize more of like international programs. I'm expecting more of cross-cultural, projects. And I want to see them also to sell more of our music.
Collective ideas will come out. Good decision that will help we the musicians. It's not somebody that is going to impose something on us. We all should decide.
I'm expecting Bessa to do more than Obwardit. Bessa should bring more jobs, more shows, seminars, everything international. Musicians should feel free. We shouldn't suffer again. That's what I'm expecting Bessa to do, and I know he will deliver.
All right, so you've heard from some members of MUSIGA. Now, let's speak to one of the contenders, Mr. Ras Caleb, who made some damning allegations and revelations when Warai spoke to him. He joins us via phone. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. You're live on TV3 New Day.
Yes, I'm watching you live.
It's been a couple of days after the elections where you polled 66 votes. Looking back, are you disappointed in the results?
Yes, I'm very much disappointed in the simple reason is that. But first of all, let me congratulate Bessa Simons. I cannot reverse the results, but I will not also hide things. Before the elections was held, I had an interview with Buffy Showbiz, and I said the elections will not be free and fair, but I will not go back to court. I will just go straight through for the elections. Based on the reason is that the Electoral Commissioner of Ghana, she and her team compiled voters register and also voters, cards, you know, but they don't contest in an election, meaning Mr. Simons, the acting president, now the president-elect, they do the cards. This is the problem that arose in 2019 that sent me to the court of law. In my region, I don't even register my members. I can, those people, when I interview them right now, they are all his campaign people. So they won't tell you the truth. I have traveled around the country, 2019 and this time. MUSIGA have nothing. So that is one of the things that I was even talking about, wallowing in poverty.
Okay, when you say MUSIGA has nothing, what exactly are you talking about?
It doesn't even have office space.
Okay.
Look at me traveling from Accra to Kumasi to Sunyani to Tamale, Bolagatanga, Wa, Takradi, Cape Coast, Koforidia, Ho, and there's no visible things of MUSIGA. They don't even exist. It's a fallacy. But the people want it that way. Okay, I'm waiting for the 4 years. I've come to weed the land. They should plant.
Okay. But all right. Now, if you say this, and you had said specifically that you'd have rather served under Obuo than Mr. Bessa Simons, and you're talking about not having offices. I mean, if you look at the past, there have been a number of MUSIGA presidents who were not able to do any of these things. Because if they did, then we would see the results right now. So if you say I would have served rather under Obuo than Mr. Bessa Simons, he was just acting, waiting for an opportunity to be elected. Why do you blame?
People don't.
You sort of blame him for the lack of development, you know, in MUSIGA when there have been former presidents.
My dear sister,
yes, sir.
I joined MUSIGA since June 1982. I'm not a new member.
Okay.
I know what is happening. If people say I am not the president, I was just advised, then don't be elected unless you are being appointed, because when you are elected you have some powers, but when you are appointed it's different. I am not saying Mr. Simon should not go. He must go for these 4 years, and we will see. I will just sit down and just watch. Look, during Obuo's administration, all of them know the pivotal role that I played to make things happen for the union.
Which is what?
Most of the things, like when we are organizing programs like Grand Ball, Ghana Music Week, and other events, I and the administrator, Fifi Kanezako, may he so rest in peace. You know, we, all the proposals, after it being done, I even have to dispatch them to their destinations. Okay? I have the dispatch book. I've been to TV3 several times to do that. I have given names and addresses of places that they can get funds. Okay? I also even assisted of Obuo's administration to get a 2 million Ghana cedis from government.
Okay.
Through lobbying, through the son of Atamils, who happens to be my grandson. You know? Now, why Obuo is going, they cannot, there's no accountability. They cannot tell us, even the National Executive Council, that this is how much Obuo left in this account. There's no accountability, no transparency. Daddy Ahuma Bosco, who you just spoke with, he is the paid out thoroughly staff. He's the PRO for them. So he can whitewash a statement. Is MUSIGA a government? No. They want to cover up things because of the rot that is there. That's why they don't want Ras Caleb or Pia Levi have to come. But my dear sister, I am not a patient, but I'm patient.
You are not a patient, but you're patient. Yes, sir. But
Yes.
if you are saying that you were very instrumental in all the successes that were chalked under Obuo's tenure, then you don't even need, or you didn't need to have given money to some of these individuals to vote for you, because you said it clearly that you had to send money to some of them because they wanted it to vote for you. Your work should have spoken for itself, no?
No, that's it. I have to correct it.
Okay.
I have to correct it. It came this way.
Okay.
During my tour for the regions, before I reach the northern region, there are some musicians who are in the Savannah region, formerly on the northern region, who one of them used to communicate with me that we should come and visit them at their place at Salaga, a place called Agamope. So we went there, I met with them. But before going, normally, you know, you are hosting people, you need to send funds for them to buy water, drinks, and that. So that one I sent it. But the main thing that made me get vexed was that during, what do they call it? I had a call. No, my campaign manager, who was a polling agent, came to me and told me that, Ras, the Secretary of MUSIGA Northern Region says the people in Ademupe are coming. And some aspirants have given them money for their transport. So can I provide money for, what do they call it, for their food and drinks? I said, no problem. If some people have catered for their transport, for their food, no problem. How much? He said 200. I said, no problem. I stood there. I sent 202 and forwarded it straight to the recipient. Now, after I did that, I said, I should have sent it through my manager, campaign manager in Kamali. But anyway, I've done it already. Then I told my campaign manager what I've done. Then I think he comforted the guy. And the guy, after speaking with him, called my personal assistant, who is the polling agent here, whose name is Bobo Rankin, telling him that he used that money that I sent to buy food and drinks for the police, election committee of MUSIGA, and also the Electoral Commission of Ghana. I said, what? How can they use an aspirant money to do that? And they didn't give it to the musicians. Now, I was calling the guy, he was not picking up. I'm calling again, he was not picking up. So during that confrontation, the next time I called, his phone was off. Then I saw Rai coming.